Hey guys, Mix here, and in today's long-awaited video, we are going to be taking out my 1974 MGB that we have been working on for several months now, if not like over a year. And if you guys are new to this channel, this MG I bought sight unseen. It's been sitting for over a decade. Got it started, had the worst rod knock I've ever heard in my life. Lots of smoke. Something's knocking up here bad. Does not sound good. We went ahead, pulled the engine, and completely rebuilt this engine from the ground up with my bare hands in my backyard. And after we got it running again, it ran, no more rod knock, but it ran really bad, would not stay running, and it just had a bunch of tuning issues that took, honestly, longer than the rebuild itself. So this engine is for the most part stock, except the cylinders are bored 40 thousandths over. Try to squeeze some more cc's out of this little thing, which is a 1.8 liter and a 1800 cc engine, so not the strongest thing, but we also threw on a Weber carburetor instead of the dual SU carbs, just to try and get it to run a little bit stronger. And one of the biggest things was trying to dial in this carburetor, jetting and everything like that, but we finally got it down. And also the heat shield that's on here, just like that one, was actually blocking air when I would shut the hood, just because it sits a little bit taller than a conventional carb, would actually block the air from getting into the carburetor and would not be able to run at all. So if you guys remember that, just a lot of hurdles that went over this thing. You know, obviously aluminum radiator and stuff like that. But today is the long-awaited, like, first real street drive. Like, obviously we took this thing on the street every now and then just to, you know, test it, but that was literally just for like a few feet. Now it's finally ready to go on a legit drive. So what the goal is on today's test drive is to really just feel if this thing needs anything else. I mean, for the most part, this thing should be pretty much done. Mechanically, it's good. Cosmetically, it's good. I mean, you guys saw we just revived the paint with this really easy, just wash and wax. It just revived so nicely. The interior is all complete. All the lights work, everything like that. So I think it's time we fire this thing up, let it warm up a little bit, and then hit the road. Oh yeah, right up. Alrighty guys, here we go. Car's all warmed up. Oil pressure is good. Now I've been reading like forums and stuff about like where MGs like to be shifted, and usually around 3,000 is the good spot for it. Just because, you know, I like my Corvette, I usually shift around like 2,500, if that, just because it has so much torque that it can handle the low end. But with this is honestly probably the slowest car I have ever driven. Rushing onto the highway. Oh yeah, this thing's purring. Making about 75 pounds of oil pressure under load and about 50 to 55 at idle. Which I kind of wish it did, just so I could take it down the highway more, but honestly I'm probably just going to cruise this around town, stuff like that. Alright, well, we made it to the first stop. This is what's nice about having the gas tank on the rear. I could just park any pump I want, just like the Corvette. Check for leaks as I'm doing this. Got that brand new tank in there. Transmission on this thing is super smooth. Like compared to this to the Corvette, wow, this thing, it feels like a butter compared to the Corvette. The Corvette's so notchy. This just slides right into gear. I think there are a couple things that this could like has like rough spots or anything like that. So maybe I just get like a rebuild kit for it and just throw new seals in there. It might be a little bit cheaper. And I'll probably put like, let's say maybe like 100 miles on this and then change the oil, just because we have all the brand new bearings in there, brand new pistons, rings, whatever it may be. Because as I'm driving it, the engine's going to be breaking in a little bit, and we should have a little bit of metal shavings in there. Now, a little bit of metal shavings isn't bad, but when it's like excessive, then there's something wrong. But we did change the oil not too long ago. One of the last times we worked on this, and there was very, very light flaking. Nothing I was too considered about. There was just a lot of gas in the oil, which shouldn't be anymore, because that's just when we were trying to figure out how this thing is going to run good. And that's just when we were like tuning it and flooding it out, and gas was just dumping down the carburetor and leaking down the cylinder. It was a mess. So it's definitely good to get that old oil out of there, because the viscosity on it was super thin, and we definitely don't want to tear up any bearings in this brand new engine. I cannot wait to cruise this thing in the summertime. With summer's right around the corner, take the top down. I've taken the top down once actually, just to see how it works, and everything works, all the mechanical arms and everything. It just takes like a lot of time to like really fold it down in the back seat like nicely. So here we go, come to a stop. Let's get thrown in neutral. Let's see, stay running, perfect. The brake pedal feels super firm too, and I really haven't even free revved this thing, or even driving it, revved it past like 3,100, because I just want to go super easy on it. And then once we put a little bit more miles in it, then I can really test it out if I want to. But this is not a race car by any means. This is just a nice cruiser, just like what we're doing now, cruising through town, take it down to the water, whatever it may be, and just kind of enjoy. So I'm definitely looking forward to that during the summertime, because with the top down you can see this gorgeous interior. It's gonna be fun. Going from the Corvette to this is a lot different. Not only how I said like how the shifting is, but although this is much smoother to go in and out of gear, it's very easy to grind the gear in this, because with the Corvette it's so notchy. It feels almost as if it's like a gated shifter. So you really got to be nice and careful when you put it in gear, especially downshifting, because it is so easy to go into reverse in this, because it doesn't have a reverse lockout. So when you think you're going from third to second, you're actually going from third to reverse. So there we go, nice and easy. Little rev match, so it slides in a little bit better. This thing runs super cool. It's not even close to like getting warm, which honestly might be a problem. What I'll probably do here in a few minutes is pull over, pop the hood, make sure nothing's leaking, nothing's smoking, anything like that. For the most part right now, I got the windows up in here. There are no fumes, which is awesome, and surprising, honestly. No smoke behind me. Let's pull over quick and check this thing out. All right, everything looks good from here so far. No smoking, no fuel leaking. Probably change that filter out. Nothing leaking onto the car. No smoke at the tailpipe. Still running nice and strong. This thing is happy, which makes me happy. I would like to see how this thing handles. So we're gonna take it on some twisty roads and see how she likes it. The previous owner told me that he actually had like an old Porsche, and he said that this would keep up pretty well with it on like twisty roads, which I believe. I mean, this thing's literally just a go-kart. Body roll. A golf cart just passed. This thing's basically like the same size of it. That was so funny. The interior kind of has like some rattles in it every now and then. I think it's coming more from like the roof. I'm honestly not too sure. Or maybe like the door panels. I gotta figure out what it is. But I think once we do put new tires on it, it'll probably go away for the most part, because most of the shaking is from the flat spots. And I also have a lot of stuff in the trunk. Believe it or not, this car has a massive subwoofer, which I haven't plugged in yet, because I'd rather listen to the engine than music really. But I don't know why it has a massive subwoofer. It's kind of like the most random car for that. But one day I'll probably hook it up and probably shake this thing apart. revved it, and it sounded really good. That was 3,500. Wow, it is windy. So much turbulence in this thing with this wind. Oh my goodness. Classic cars is how cheap it is to own them. Like the insurance, the classic car insurance is just super affordable. It just kind of keeping them running is the most expensive part, but this thing should hopefully stay running for a very long time, being that it has basically a brand new engine in it, and it only actually has 84,000 miles, so the body is still pretty young too, miles wise. Age wise, it's old, but once we idle it with the hot engine oil now, it'll probably be down by like 30 or so. Oh, there's a fan. What's up? How you doing? Oh, really? I'm filming a video right now. Yeah. If you're watching this, have a good day. Thanks for watching. So I'm probably gonna start heading back now. This thing is running awesome. It's driving awesome. Like I said before, just a very few minor things just to really just tune in for comfort and just reliability and everything like that. But for the most part, the engine was really what I wanted to test. The engine sounds amazing. It's not knocking, it's not pinging, it's not ticking. It sounds super healthy, super happy. It's running nice and cool, not overheating. We really got this thing dialed in. All right, we have made it back safely. We are not on fire. We didn't break down. Definitely a success. Alrighty guys, so I am thrilled on how this thing is running. It is super reliable. I am just super excited for the summertime. Take down the top and just cruise around, go to the beach, whatever it may be, and just enjoy this car finally after over a year of just putting into work into it and just really getting it in to how it should be. And finally, all the work has paid off, and this thing is running amazing. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to be ending off this video here. You know, we'll see what else is to come for this car, but for the most part, it's just time to enjoy it now. But anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm going to be ending off this video here. Follow my social media, see we on the outro of this video, Instagram and Snapchat, I see most. But thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends with the channel.